Mr. Johnson went to the doctor's office to collect his wife's test results. Upon arriving, he approached the receptionist to inquire about the outcome. The receptionist, looking concerned, told him, "I'm sorry, sir, but there has been a significant mix-up and we're facing a rather difficult situation. When we sent your wife's samples to the lab, they were mixed with samples from another Mrs. Johnson, and now we cannot determine which results belong to your wife. To be honest, the possibilities are either bad or downright awful." Puzzled, Mr. Johnson asked, "What do you mean?" The receptionist explained, "Well, one Mrs. Johnson has tested positive for Alzheimer's disease, and the other for HIV. We simply cannot determine which result is associated with your wife." Horrified, Mr. Johnson exclaimed, "That's terrible. Can't we just redo the tests?" The receptionist replied, "Under normal circumstances, we could. However, your insurance is through an HMO, and they won't cover the costs of these expensive tests more than once." Feeling helpless, Mr. Johnson asked, "So, what am I supposed to do now?" The receptionist, after conferring with the doctor, responded, "The doctor recommends that you drive your wife to the center of town and leave her there. If she manages to find her way back home, don't sleep with her."
If you took an IQ test, the results would be negative.
A young couple moved into a new house. The next morning, while they were eating breakfast, the young woman saw her neighbor hanging the washing outside. She said, "That laundry is not very clean. She doesn't know how to wash correctly. Perhaps she needs better soap powder." Her husband looked on, remaining silent. Every time her neighbor hung her washing out to dry, the young woman made the same comments. A month later, the woman was surprised to see a nice clean wash on the line and said to her husband, "Baby, look. She's finally learned how to wash correctly. I wonder who taught her this." To which her husband replied, "Honey, I got up early this morning and cleaned our windows."